Hello humans of the internet, my name is Iceberg Lettuce, and today we are here in Minecraft 1.16.4 release candidate number 1, taking a look at everything that has been changed in this release candidate. Let's go. So before we get started, I'd like to explain why Mojang has been absolutely determined to make sure that my release schedule is absolutely wonky this week. So on Tuesday, they released release candidate 1 for 1.16.4, which made a couple small changes, and normally I would make a video about something like this, but unfortunately on that day I was busy. But luckily, they said that 1.16.4 proper should be coming out on Thursday, which is today, so I figured, I can just wait until Thursday and cover all those changes in one big 1.16.4 video. Then, yesterday, on Wednesday, they released a new Bedrock Beta, which introduced goats and powder snow and stuff like that, and so I would have made a video on that normally, but I figured since I was already going to be making the 1.16.4 video on Thursday, I could just, kind of cover all of that stuff in one video, and, that would be cool. So that was my plan. My plan was today 1.16.4 would come out, I would cover all the changes from release candidate 1 and the Bedrock Beta in one big video. But unfortunately, just about like an hour ago, Mojang said that they were no longer planning to release 1.16.4 today, and instead have moved that release to Monday. So unfortunately, this means that I no longer have an update to cover today, which means that I can't talk about any of the stuff. But instead, I just kind of decided to, go with the flow. And we're just going to be talking about release candidate 1 and the Bedrock Beta in one video, and on Monday, when 1.16.4 comes out proper, I'll do a video on that too. So anyway, all that explanation out of the way, let's get into the video. So as with most things 1.16.4, all of the changes in this version relate to the interactions menu. So first up, you can see that now searching through this will yield results whether or not the thing you search is at the beginning of someone's name. So here I can search for Berg, even though that's right in the middle of my name, and I'll still show up. But if I search for something totally random, no one shows up. In addition, the game will now try to censor out the names of anyone you have blocked on stuff like servers. So if you're on something like Mineplex or The Hive or, one of those servers, and the game sends a message about someone that you have blocked, it should try to block those sorts of messages now. So yesterday, on Wednesday, also a Bedrock Beta came out, and I'm not going to cover all of the features and how they work and stuff, because I'll cover that sort of thing once snapshots start coming out for Java Edition, but there are some pretty new interesting things. So there's two things we already knew about, the goat and the powder snow, and there's also a new item called the goat horn. The goat horn you get when a goat tries to run at you, but it misses and runs into a block. It will drop a goat horn. It doesn't do anything at the moment, but it can play a noise if you hold right click with it, and the devs have hinted on Twitter that it will have some other functionality coming in the future. As for the goat, it's a neutral mob, but it's not really neutral in the normal way. It just kind of decides to attack you randomly, and it'll attack any other mob too. As for the powder snow, it's actually pretty interesting. So you'll fall through it like cobwebs normally, but it'll negate all of your fall damage, and you won't step through it if you're wearing leather boots actually, which gives leather boots a new function. Also, if you're fully submerged in like a big pile of powder snow, then your game will add sort of a little frosty outline to the edges of your screen to make it look like, you're face deep in snow. So I'll be covering all of that stuff in more detail once the Java snapshots start coming out, but I thought that was interesting enough to mention in this video too. So that's just about all there is to talk about here. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and see you next time, everybody. Bye!